Uh-oh. This is a recording of a live stream. It may contain bloopers and frequent distractions. The audio and video quality may vary. Thank you for your understanding, and please enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the fantastic and exciting second part of today's installment. The session is heating up, and I'm torn here between fully committing to this or not, but I think we're about to have an anime beach day where we just go shopping.
Have I not told you that we are actually not playing like an adventure, but it's just like an imaginary shopping queen episode?
Oh, cool.
I love it. So yes, welcome back, everybody. Hope you had an enjoyable break. You've got your snacks, your drinks, and your blankets ready because it's about to go down.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
Oh no.
Music!
You've all spent your evenings investigating certain items that you have found across your travels, revealing that some of them have indeed magical properties that you might be able to use at some point in time. After that, you went to bed and had, well, a good night's rest. So you get the benefits of a long rest and regain 2 of your hit dice, pardon me, plural, English, very difficult language.
Mm-hmm.
2 of your hit dice as you wake up. Around dawn, you went to bed rather early. Get ready. Your rooms are still covered for as breakfast. You head down and share some drinks and food in the morning at a big wooden table. Is there any conversation to be had?
So, how are you feeling, Tamron?
Hi, Tamron. How you doing?
After some rest, a damn sight better than when I was lying on the floor bleeding out. Thank you for having my back, guys.
Of course.
And on the upside,
Yeah.
I actually managed to get something more than right for a change. And I produce a piece of paper from seemingly nowhere. This is 100% magic.
Oh,
What are you talking about? This is a piece of paper.
And normally, I know. And normally, I'm not too fussed about these kind of things. I mean, we have a. And then I point towards Zraythas. We have a wizard, but
he's not a wizard.
I'm not a
this
wizard.
is actually, you know what I mean, Mr. Magic.
A spellcaster.
It's the hilly billy magic user. Beep 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 beep. I'm special.
We have something that's not only useful but beautiful. And then I hand it over to Rune. Fold this.
Okay, I'll take it. Hold it.
As you start folding it, the first few things are, it kind of like you try to do like a paper plane or something. You don't know what a plane is, so you already go for somewhat of a bird because you want to kind of fold something flying. And as you do the first folding, it then continues by itself. Completing the process, and left over after a few seconds is an origami bird. That as it puts itself together, it's just like a colibri with very fast swinging wings, like starts hovering in front of you.
Is this not
Tamron.
one of the most beautiful messengers you've ever seen?
Oh,
I
can
look
we
at the
use
bird
this
and
as,
just-
as a mobile messenger. Like,
I look at the
servers,
bird
can
and
you
just say, Tamron.
Ready? Let me
It's
check it out.
pretty. And then I snatch it out of the air. It's pretty. Put it back in my
No,
pocket.
no. Leave it where it is. I want to test it.
You're gonna set it on fire. Okay.
How does it? Shit, can't find it in the compendium. Anyway, so how it works is you tell a name, right? And then someone watches at you expectantly.
Yeah, that's why I say Tamron. I'm just keeping saying the name.
It then starts, picks up, flies over to the table, and flies over to you, Tamron, and repeats, Tamron.
There.
Tamron. And then drops to the ground.
That thing can talk?
See?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
This is beautiful. It might come in handy, especially when we're stuck back in some, I don't know, damn city guards pestering dungeon again.
Or if we get separated.
I put my hand on Rune's shoulder, no, Rurik's shoulder. I say, or we can use it to order more drinks from the table without ever getting up. I slip
You're
it back
eating
into my
what?
pocket.
Be careful though. Some magical items, as far as I know, have limited uses, for they lose all magic. If you overuse it,
Right.
it could lose all magic.
It'll have to be big orders.
Whatever. Well, while we were talking about that, the dust you found on the tiefling, Rurik. Remember some of the stuff we learned at the academy? Well, this year, and he takes the black powder. This is dust of sneezing and choking. Remember the pranks some of the older students did? Almost killing all of the class?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
This might come in handy actually. Keep that to yourself.
And the other one, the sand. Well, I don't want to use it, lose more charges of it, but I took one of these, and it soaked up the whole bathtub.
Do you mean like you can absorb liquids and kind of like save it in your?
Yeah. After I broke it, it spilled it again. So it's magical sand of a sort, I would call it, that absorbs a lot of liquid.
So that comes into my mind. This Zraythas is basically a breathing snowflake. Could we I don't know, use this to grab, as you said, water, drop it somewhere, and then Zraythas freezes it, and
could use it,
people charging
or
it, I just
I don't know.
slip it.
We can probably, with a bit of thinking, find some creative uses. What about the ring?
Or what comes up to my head, we still have a deal with some certain underwater creature.
Yes.
We might be able to use it to just kind of suck up the water and go to the hag and butcher her. And then put back the
I don't think
water
it will
into the
be
sea.
able to suck up all of the harbor, but maybe if the cave is full with water, we could do something with it. Who knows?
You certainly have an imagination on you, my friend.
Yeah.
A little bit
Yes.
of dust versus a harbor.
If you human live as much as I do, you definitely grow fond of it.
What about the ring?
Ring is just near ornate gold. We can sell it for maybe
Yeah.
10 to 15 gold pieces.
Yeah, would be maybe something to think about. And the fan? Zraythas?
Oh,
and
don't
the
get me
fan.
started about the fan. It it surely is magical, but it if you just wave it hard enough, you will get a pretty powerful gust of wind.
So are you telling me
Wind.
that if I take that thing and just wave it onto the sails of a ship, we're getting wind?
I would say yes. I'm not sure if that's the way you want to sail, but
It only lasted for a minute after all.
yeah. But you could
But-
for a bit.
How strong a wind are we talking?
Well, it pushed me up the wall and kept me there for a bit, so I would say
Strong.
pretty strong, yeah.
That makes me thinking. And he takes the powder of sneezing and coughing, choking. This, plus the fan. Creative use.
Exactly.
We might want to consider that.
That sounds good. I would say we wrap up eating, and Rune, you keep the dusts. I will keep the ring, and then maybe find someone to sell. I would say we
Well-
go back up to the northern part of the city where our estate is, and
Yes.
maybe
let's
go to the smith that we encountered, that
Yes.
that fiery fella.
let's
Because I
actually
think we all need.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should check all stores though. We should get to know our neighbors. Build some rapport.
Fair enough.
Because if
fair
something
enough.
like last night happens again, I want them on our side and not consider us a threat.
Clever thinking, bro. Clever thinking.
Alrighty, so you guys spend a little more time wrapping things up, finishing your breakfast, and heading out as you take a stroll through, well, the middle of the city until you hit the northward, and after about half an hour, so around 10 a.m., you are back in Trollskull Alley, in front of the Trollskull Manor, the building that you might just in a few days be the proprietors of.
It looks so beautiful.
So beautiful.
Yeah. It needs a solid layer of paint to look better than this.
I don't know. I think the green suits it nicely. Oh wait,
It
is
looks
that
like a troll farted on it.
gold?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking as well.
Right, so as you're standing in front of the manor, you take a look to the left and to the right. So you have like this, you have like the main road, and then you enter Trollskull Alley, and to your left is your manor, and then you have this like Trollskull Alley is somewhat of a courtyard itself. It's just an alleyway, right? And along this alleyway there are several stores, as you realize. One of them, just across the street pretty much from the south side of your potential new home, is a building that is several stories high. It's a 3-story townhouse, and the complete third story of it is made completely out of glass, and then there's the roof on top of it, and it actually looks somewhat of a greenhouse. And it appears to be a store, herbalist store, or maybe even alchemist supplies, which is called Corellon's Crown.
How do you spell that?
Corellon.
Yeah, that's the thing. The crown is, I'm aware, but like Corellons. Okay, thank you.
Corellon's Crown. If you look further down the, so that's just like in front of you, right? To the left, you actually took the road already. There was the smithy, as well as the smithy, Steam and Steel, with the couple you
Steam and
already
Steel.
got to know. And as you take a look around, there's a small wooden sign above one of the shop's main doors, and it is bare, apart from a large bent nail sticking out of it. But the front room, as you like glance into it, contains displays of ornate wooden furniture, as well as like a collection of bows, crossbows, and arrows. On the other side, like from your manor to the right, you can actually see 2 more stores, pretty much. First one being a little, well, it's not small. It's still like 2-story high, but small compared to the other buildings in this road. It looks really unremarkable from the outside, but its distinguishing mark is an orange and black sign featuring cat's eyes.
That's nice.
On top of it, with the inscription "Tiger's Eye" below it. and it is you can't see anything from the outside. Not very sure what that is about. And last but by no means least, at the end of to your right side of the road, you find a fairly big building, 3 stories high as well, which appears to be a bookstore. It is adorned with a charming sign of gold dragon carved around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls. This appears to be the bookworm's treasure.
Bookworm's treasure?
Yes.
Bookworm's treasure, like a lindworm?
Yes.
No bookworm.
I see.
With a Y.
Well, guess who's not going there?
And heading back to the main road, like the north road, from where you enter the alley, you can actually see on the opposite side of the bookworm's treasure, on the backside of the building, apparently a pub just opening up. You see some guys rolling in barrels, and starting to fix things, pretty much.
Where exactly is the rolling barrel?
About 100 feet down the road, on the right side, opposite side
So,
of your manor. So your manor is here, and on the opposite side of the road, about 100 feet down the road. They start to carry in wooden furniture, as well as some barrels and shit.
seems we have some competition relatively close if we open up the tavern again.
You think they might come up to a competition? I mean, who
Not
knows?
everything is
Maybe
a
the beer is
competition.
bad.
Well, we just
Tamron,
have to be creative with our offers.
you can sneak in, Tamron, and just have a piss in their barrels.
I think there's an easier way for us to ascertain whether or not it's any good. Why don't we go try
Well,
it?
let's not deal with the pub until we have dealt with our neighbors that we should be friendly with.
Yeah. All right. You speak sense.
Good thinking, and especially get our gear back, because my shield just got burned in half.
If I may make a suggestion there, Rurik, get a
Aye.
metallic shield next time.
Metallic?
Iron reinforced or whatever.
Oh, so it can burn. Oh, clever.
Or covered in leather.
Maybe it melts then on my arm.
Then get the
Well,
nice-
Alrighty.
let's go to the steam and steel first, maybe.
That's good. I'm following your lead.
Let's go.
So Rune is leading the party to the left of Trollskull Alley in the exact courtyard where just yesterday a battle ensued that almost cost you your lives. From what you can see, everything has been cleaned up. There are some traces of fights still, like some dried blood, like some little. It's very faint. If you don't know it happened, it blends in with the streets, the flagstones. So, you approach the building that you know as the smithy.
Okay.
It is, since it is day, you can see smoke and steam billow from the many windows, as well as metal clanging noises. Dum, 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 dum. Shh.
Perfect time to get arrive. So
Alrighty.
I'll approach and knock on the door frame. I assume the door's open.
It's open. It stands wide open.
Yeah,
And
I'm
as
just
you enter,
knocking,
you can
like-
actually, so you can see there's like a little reception. As you enter through the shop, there's a little reception, and to the back you can see the big smith.
How big is
Smithy.
the reception? Okay.
Not normal size, right?
I-
You
I-
can't
I-
look over it.
I'll take a quick look around and see if there's like a box you can stand on or something.
For the sake of it, definitely there's like a wooden box next to it. And at the back of the room, you can actually see the smithy, as well as like some almost bathtubs for hardening steel that is hot. You can see the couple just wrapping up, apparently, a day's work, or well, at least half of it, as the flame-haired individual is holding a finished long sword in its hand, expecting his piece of work, while the girl, the female, is kind of cleaning up. You can actually see her dousing some flames and stuff on the floor as she magically controls, like with gestures of her hands, she starts controlling out of a bucket of water. You can actually see the water spill out and fly through the air. She kind of goes for a big swoop through the room and then placing it back in there. Ah, we've got customers. Hi, how are you doing?
Greetings, friends.
You look
Much
way
better
better.
thanks to your help.
And since you're still alive, I suppose.
We got away with a warning and a small fee for breaking the peace.
I'm glad to hear that. Let's make things formal, right? I'm AV, as mentioned. Who are you, if I may ask?
Well, how about you guys start? I always take the lead. I let you guys start.
My name's
I understand.
Tamron, and I'm in your debt for the help that you and your partner,
Husband,
provided us.
yes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Don't you worry. Who might you be, Sir Dwarf?
Name is Rurik, and as a token of gesture and appreciation for your help, and he grabs out a gold piece and puts it on the table and pushes it, like standing on this thing, pushing it a little bit forward.
That's
Here you
very
go.
kind. Thank you kindly. Might you be a very big friend?
I am Zraythas.
Zraythas. Pleasure making your acquaintance. And last but not least, that ain't fella known as the
Name's-
Blood Wolf.
Yes, also known as Rune, if you wanna have the name.
Rune it shall be. It's a pleasure. So,
And the
since
one
you've
that's solid there is Blath.
Yeah, don't mind him, he's always drooling.
yeah, hello. Just kind of waves, Bluff's like. What can I do for you this fine day? Ambrick is preoccupied with finishing up that sword, but I'm sure I can help you somehow. Or were you just
Definitely.
here to say hello?
No, well, also, because, we should get to know our neighbors here. We are probably gonna acquire the Troll Skull Manor tomorrow.
Oh, yes, it has been without an owner. It then got, sold. Actually,
It
in
was
an
sold
auction.
to
If I'm not
Volo,
mistaken.
and we did a
Ah,
job
Volo.
for Volo, and since he's short on coins, he's gonna pay us with the deed.
Well, from your looks, and she kind of looks you up and down, you all might just be perfect fit and future customers.
Yes, that's
So
why we're
what
here
can I do?
also. And I kind of pat on my scale armor, like tearing, just pulling a piece away that's just barely holding on. That's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, it has quite some holes that are not supposed to be there.
Carrying crawler.
Well, actually, it's me who's who's very proficient at smithing armors, and shields and jewelry and such. So
Ooh, you're doing
if you
jewelry
need,
as well.
oh yeah, all the beautiful things. And
Talking of
And
jewelry, and just put out the golden ring and put it again on the reception. Yeah. And
Lovely.
push it forward.
do you know anything
you-
about that?
We'd be willing to
Nice.
buy this.
She kind of like inspects it. She takes out some magnifying glasses, like very small. Appears to be real gold. It's not the best work, but I can give you I'd say 11 gold pieces for it.
How about 12?
Well, technically, you just gifted me a gold piece, so yeah, let's make it 12.
Ooh,
And she shoves back the one single gold piece that you put on
I
the
think
counter. Puts on 11 more.
I think 12 gold coins and a smile is a good price.
And I accept that.
Token of our friendship.
Speaking
Your
of
armor
right-
meditates well.
Speaking
so
of good
Wolf.
prices, I don't suppose you have anything a little durable but lightweight that I can purchase from you. I've recently been victim to a couple of stabs in the chest. I'd rather not have it happen again.
Well, let's see. What type of armor are you wearing at the moment, Tamron?
Leather.
Later. Well, from your physique and your appearance, you're interested in lighter forms of armor, are you not?
Yes, I need to maintain agile, but hopefully.
Well,
enough to
although
not
I'm
get poked
I'm
again.
focused on the metal work, there are actually leather armors that are improved by adding some lightweight metal into it. Studded leather armor. I can provide you with one of these. I might actually just have one in stock. Well, I'm gonna take a look.
Thank you.
And she just goes away into like a back room and comes back.
While she does that, I turn to the guys. I might not get stabbed again.
And she returns with like a set of armor that she is carrying. It appears to be quite heavy, which is has like very dark brown and blackish color tones to it, and you actually see that there are some like, not sure what it's. Jeez, let me check the vocabulary real quick.
No worries.
I think it's it appears to be like somewhat. You see some rivets there, so there is some
Yeah.
metal work involved, although it's not like very apparent.
It is
they are-
underneath the leather.
Yeah, exactly. There's like it's not like a ring mail yet. There's not like a chain in there, but it appears to be like first things first, several layers
Yeah,
that have
so
been tied
some
together.
reinforcement. Okay.
There you go. You want to try it on?
Yes, please.
She kind of helps you out of your armor, untying the
Mhm.
knots, which takes about a minute actually for light armor to get everything off. But this one actually has like some shoulder protection as well as some braces. Well, you like your hood, right? I can actually provide you with a helmet as well, if you want.
Oh no! The hood is essential in my line of work.
You
Thank
tried
you.
on it. It has like since it's you still have to tie them together, right? It's very flexible on your size, so this side of armor actually fits you. It's much easier for light armor than it is for like plate mail and such.
Okay.
But that would actually fit you, and is a set of studded leather, which would raise your AC by 1. It's 12 plus your dex mod.
Perfect. How much would you like for this kind of fantastic piece?
Well, it's functional, best work of art, but this one runs about 45 gold pieces.
45 gold. What do you think, guys? And I kind of just turn with my arms open. Worth
It's
it?
a fair price and looks like it will be a good upgrade for you.
Looks
So the abdomen is like multi-layered. I'm not sure if you recall the Bosma armor from Skyrim. It's very similar to this, as you have like multiple strings that are actually tied together. That makes it very flexible still and does not negatively impact your movement.
Okay.
Well, it looks good on you, and you know, I'm a dwarf. I'm kind of have this business mind. So, for the lady is talking to us. Do I have that correctly in my mind?
Yeah, she's standing by you.
So, for lady, if we kind of equip all of us with something, I'm sure you can kind of make something for the price and like cut off a little bit of slack, helping fellow neighbors here. That might help you.
Make a persuasion roll, please.
Shit.
Come on, buddy.
Zraythas should try that rather than you. Oh, nice roll though.
Yes,
Nice.
bro. I mean, yes.
Well, from what I've been told, you're not always in trouble, but actually have some Reno. Might be a win-win
good one.
situation.